The rain came suddenly, the way it always did. People around me hurried opening umbrellas, covering their heads with bags, running for shelter. Cars splashed water onto the road, and the city slipped into its usual chaos. But I didn't move. I stood still on the footpath, hands in my pockets, letting the rain fall freely on my hair, my face, my shoulders. Someone beside me looked surprised. "Why don't you open an umbrella?" the man asked, pointing at the neatly folded one sticking out of my bag. I smiled faintly. "I don't like using it," I said. The rain soaked through my shirt, cold and heavy. People would call it foolish. But for me, it was memory. Every single drop carried me back to a different rain. A smaller road, a younger boy. I was 9 that year. School had ended late because of exams, and the rain had started before the last bell even rang. Children were picked up one by one, cars, bikes, umbrellas waiting like promises at the gate. I waited 2 minutes past, then more. The watchman asked, "Is anyone coming for you?" I shook my head, trying my best not to cry, and then I saw her. My mother. She was walking towards me, no umbrella, no raincoat or sari, completely soaked, hair stuck to her forehead, slippers splashing through puddles. She looked tired, breathless, but her eyes were searching desperately until they found me. "Arjun," she called out. I ran to her. "Ma, why didn't you take an auto?" She laughed softly, rainwater dripping from her face. "Autos don't come in this rain." "Beta." She took off her dupatta and wrapped it around my head instead. "But you'll get sick," I said, scared. She just shrugged. Mothers don't catch colds that easily. We walked home together. Her arm around my shoulder, rain soaking her completely, while I stayed mostly dry under her dupatta. Halfway home, I noticed her shivering. "Ma, you're cold," I whispered. She smiled through chattering teeth. "It's nothing. Rain is good. It washes worries away." That night, she fell ill. A high fever, weakness, a cough that stayed long after the rain had stopped. I sat beside her bed, guilt heavy in my chest. "I should have walked alone," I said quietly. She opened her eyes and smiled. "Then what kind of mother would I be?" Years passed. That rain became just one memory among many until it wasn't. My mother grew older, slower, then sick again. This time, the rain didn't wash it away. The hospital corridors smelled nothing like rain-only medicine and loss. On her last day, it rained outside the window, soft and steady. "Ma," I said, holding her fragile hand, "when you get better, I'll buy you the biggest umbrella." She smiled weakly. "No," she whispered. "Let the rain touch you sometimes. It keeps people human." That was the last conversation we had. Now, years later, the rain touched me again. Cold water ran down my face, mixing with something warmer, something heavier. I walked slowly through the rain, past shops, past people hiding under umbrellas. Each step felt like walking beside her again, matching her pace, listening to her breath. Rain soaked my clothes, just like it once soaked her sari. And somehow, that felt right. At home, my wife scolded me gently. "You're completely drenched. Why didn't you use the umbrella?" I smiled, wringing water from my sleeves. Some habits don't change. Later that night, as rain tapped softly on the window, my son asked innocently, "Papa, rain will make you sick." I pulled him close. "No," I said softly. "Rain reminds me where I come from." "Did Grandma like rain?" the boy asked. I closed my eyes. "Yes," I replied. She loved it more than umbrellas. The rain stopped by morning. But I knew every time clouds gather, every time water falls from the sky, would stand there again. Not stubbornly, not foolishly, but gratefully. Because some people don't avoid the rain. They walk through it so their children never have to walk alone. Thanks for watching. If this story touched you, please share it and subscribe for more.